All right, so hello everyone. This is Tame Storm. Oh man, I don't know how to start this. I haven't made a video in a while. A podcast anyway. It's 5:40 in the morning. January 7th, 2018. I'm watching Co-op Cup for Third Strike, sipping on some honey badger, eating some sugar cookies, like these Spanish sugar cookies. Life is going pretty good. If you're listening to this, or even if you're not listening to this, I know it's been a while for some people who will be listening to it. I hope that everything is going well for y'all in life for the past. It's been like over a year since I made a podcast. So I hope since when I last spoke to all y'all, life is going well, stuff is going better. You know, hope that this finds y'all in good health or good spirits or some type of positivity, something. A lot's changed since the last episode of this, man. I have a new job that I love. I love my new job. I have a girlfriend now that I also love. I'm actually at her apartment right now recording this. I got a new setup, same laptop. I got a new mic, like this blue mic, vintage, white. It's so gorgeous. It's like I spent some extra money on it just to get it in this color, but it's gorgeous and I love it. I hope the quality of this thing comes out well because it seems like it would. Oh man, what else? Stuff is just different, man. Even the games that we're playing, that I'm playing, are different. So let's get into that. Let's get into actually what's happening. What are we playing? Because this is a fighting game podcast after all. I mean, this is like a personal thing, but I am a fighting game player. I love fighting games, so let's talk about that. All right, so first off, I'm gonna start it with Marvel Infinite because I love Marvel, man, and it's so dope and it's so different. Infinite, I was excited for it. It came out. I didn't like it at first, like visually or whatever, like cast wise. I wasn't too excited. I wasn't like super negative, like all these characters are boring. I was just like, I'm not really that hyped for it. Played it. I actually did enjoy it. The patch came out. I don't fully understand what the patch was to do. I know it was to nerf Dante and to nerf Zero, which that was cool. I think Dante was overly nerfed. Some people can disagree, but he was overly nerfed. Like some things were just changed that were sloppy game design for how they nerfed Dante. It wasn't like a balance change. It was just sloppy. But whatever. And other characters weren't nerfed. Like Spencer and Nova wasn't really nerfed. Rocket Raccoon wasn't changed at all. Jetta wasn't nerfed. I didn't understand any of that. But whatever. I digress. Jetta's OP. Rocket Raccoon's OP. Spencer's OP. Sigma's really good, but he's not OP. Yeah, after the patch, but okay, so before the patch, I played Jetta Dante. At first, I played Gamora Thanos day one because Gamora is my favorite character in that game, but she just isn't good enough, in my opinion, to ever win anything or to compete at the highest level. She isn't good enough. She just doesn't have the tools. Her clone super, she doesn't gain meter. There's no real mix-up options, and she just isn't really good enough. So she's very finite on the options that she does have. But I played Gamora Thanos. Then as I learned the game, I played Dante Jetta because it was just like, Jetta Dante. I'm like, this is just OP. This is way better. And I never really had that much fun playing Jetta Dante. And I went up to, I tried them for a while. And I had, I was getting results with them. Not like winning, but like getting top 3 at locals. I got out of pools at NEC playing it. I think I got like 23rd maybe. So that was cool, but like I don't have fun playing it. And I'm like, okay, this is Marvel, right? If you're gonna play Marvel, you better at least have fun playing it. So a character that I actually like is Monster Hunter, so I'm playing her now. I was up in New York and I talked to the Kill Sage, and we were playing like a long set, and he was like, he labs this team. He plays the same team. It's his team pretty much. Dante Jetta. I don't know if anybody else played it before him, but it's his team. And he was like, he labs that team nonstop. He knows everything for this team, and it's because he actually loves the team. And he's talking to me about it, and he was like, he can tell I don't really love it. I don't really enjoy it that much. So like, if I actually found characters who I love, besides Black Panther, because Black Panther's garbage, and if I actually enjoyed it, I should play that because I would probably do better with it. And I know that that's a thing, and I believe him. I believe that that's true. So that's what I'm doing now. So I'm trying to find what I actually love in this game and play that. I do love Gamora, but I'm trying to see if I can find 2 other people besides Gamora. That's that's pretty good that I can actually play. And I would keep playing Dante, but I can't deal with Dante anymore. Like I don't think he's that bad. He's still really good. But like, come on, like I can't fight certain characters. Like, I can't fight Rocket Raccoon. I know some people are like, oh, why is that a problem? Because everyone in New York plays Rocket Raccoon. And by everyone, I mean like 4 people. But that's 4 people that it's like he can't fight that character. And so I'm just like, nah, just no, fuck that. I'm not doing that. People are saying that the game is dead or whatever. Whatever. Who cares what they say? The game's not dead at all. It still gets entrants. It gets views. It's still a newer game. And people are like, it didn't even get any announcement at Capcom Cup for DLC. Like, it just got a patch. It just got 6 characters or however many characters for DLC. I think it was 5 or 6. And it's like, are you serious? Those characters just came out within the last 3 months. And now the game's just dead. Even if the game doesn't get any more support in the future, like no more patches, no more DLC, I don't think most of the community that plays the game really cares. Like, they like the game. They want to keep playing the game. So, like, they don't really care. If by dead they mean, like, there's not going to be any more DLC or patches, then who knows? But if they mean dead as in, like, no player base, like, it doesn't make any sense. Because games like Melee that get no patches and no DLC ever aren't declared dead because the community still plays it. And there was a time where Melee was considered dead or dying, but like the community still plays it. So like the argument that DLC and patches determine whether a game has longevity or not doesn't apply to anything, and it doesn't make any sense to me. I'm watching Third Strike Co-op Cup. There's 14,000 people watching the Japanese stream. There's like 5,000 people watching the American stream. This is the version of it. I don't know if it's version A, B, or C. I don't remember which one it is, but I know it's the one that has unblockables for like Oro and stuff like that. And like, this is the 3rd version of the game. It's Third Strike, for those who don't know how Street Fighter 3 was. Street Fighter 3, then Second Impact, and then Third Strike. And this game's been the same game for like, oh my God, for however long, like 15 years or so, like 10 years, 15 years. I don't really know. I'm going to just say at least 10 years. It's probably been longer than that, man. Third Strike's old as hell. But this game is in no way dead. This tournament got like 500 entrants. Is it dead because it's not getting DLC? And I know it's different because Marvel's a modern day fighting game and it's on PS4 and other games are getting that kind of DLC. If you don't want to play it, don't play it. But don't hate on everybody else who actually enjoys it and wants to play it. If you think it's dead, that's fine. But nobody's making you play it, right? So don't. Alright. So, yeah. I think Sonic Fox and Cloud play the first to 10 today. Sonic Fox is going to win that. No, it already happened, so I can actually just look it up. But I'm sure Sonic Fox did win that. Because, like, come on. Like, Dante's not going to fight that. He's not going to fight Rocket Raccoon. He's not going to fight Jetta Raccoon well at all. Zero can fight it pretty okay. Zero's still really strong. But Dante's not going to do anything against that, really. His damage is nerfed. His movement's nerfed. His options nerfed. He can't overhit Rocket Raccoon. Like, come on. Get that out of here. So, I'm sure Sonic Fox will probably win that. I don't think Cloud's going to get blown up, but I'm sure Sonic Fox will win it. That's at KIT, which, I have trouble with knowing when events are coming up. Like, I would have actually liked to go to KIT if I knew it was this weekend. I find it really hard to tell when events are coming up. I know there's like a calendar on Shorter Yukon and stuff, but trying to manage your time, your money, a relationship, or whatever you got going on and work, and then still have like a personal life where you can progress somehow throughout your life, and then balance tournaments on top of that, it's fucking hard. You know? People say if you really want to do it, then do it. It's like, all right, well, lead by example, I guess. I don't know, man. It's just hard. But KIT's this weekend, Co-op Cups this weekend. Evo Japan is in like a week, I think, or this week. I don't even know when Evo Japan is. I think it's next week. I have a friend of mine going, Felix. Good luck to you, Felix. I don't know if you're probably not listening to this, but I hope you have fun, man, and enjoy it. I actually want to go to Evo Japan. I plan on going to Japan next year, 2019. My girlfriend and I want to take a trip there. I might just go for Evo Japan, stay for like a week or so, and try to just go around, play some sets, in a tournament. My only problem is I don't play stick, I play pad. So that's my biggest fear, is going there. And like, I know I can play like Marvel and Street Fighter 4 because they're not on arcade cabs. I can play DBZF too because I'm going to play DBZF. But I mean, like, I like to play other games, and I'm afraid that like I won't be able to because I'm a pad player. I should probably just ask someone. I know people who have gone to Japan, people in Japan. I could just ask. I should just do that. Stop bitching. Oh man. Last thing I want to say about Marvel is when I was up in New York a couple weeks ago, the week of NEC, I played against the Kill Sage, gave me tons of advice, tons of feedback. I went to next level for the first time ever, and I played Scamby in casuals. And I asked Scamby a single question. I was like, hey, Winter Soldier has a stance where he puts up his arm and he like nullifies all forward coming hits, projectiles, hits everything. You can hit him low, and certain people you can like launch him and stuff. If you go behind his back, it turns off the stance. So I asked Scamby, like, hey, how's this work 100%? Like, how's this really work? And Scamby was like, oh, this works like this. And then Dante can press these buttons. Everybody else can press this buttons. It is this much recovery on it, this much startup. I can do these things, but I can't do this. He gave me every single option and like a wealth of information about how Winter Soldier stance worked, how to counter it. And then he told me how to counter it for the stone he was playing, and how to fight against Chris Redfield, the other character he was playing with Winter Soldier, just from me asking one question. And like, that's not something that I get. Like, you don't, okay, like some people, you ask them a question, they might answer it. Some people just tell you, I don't know. And I'm from Philly. A lot of people just tell you, I don't know. Even if they do know, they just don't want to tell you how it works. But like, he told me everything that he knew, made sure that I knew it, then tested it out with me in that match in casuals. Like, he immediately was just like, all right, here, look, I'll show you how it works. And like, no questions asked, no nothing. That was amazing. Like, so thanks for that. And a couple people up there were like that. I met Aso Sheen, who's like this online player, Iron Man Jetta. He actually beat me in tournament. He was super dope too. It was a nice environment, man. Ken and Black was up there. I met Winnie for the first time. The Skullgirls player, Winnie, really good Gamora player also. Yeah, man. Marvel, the community for Marvel is like, it's always so diverse with all these different games and different people in it, and it's just fun to be a part of. I don't really even like the game that much, but it's fun just to be a part of it. Alright, so I hope that the game gets more support and patches and stuff, and even if it doesn't, I'll still enter it and play it to have fun. I also want to do well, but at the end of the day, I want to have fun in Marvel. Alright, what's the next thing I want to talk about? I guess it would be the Street Fighter or DBZF. I guess I'll go with DBZF. Alright, so DBZF is coming out in like 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. The beta's coming out January, I think 15th or 16th. I'm hyped, man. Like, I'm not insanely hyped like some people are. Like, this is going to be the best game ever. Oh my God, DBZ. Like, I'm not like that about it because I played Arc System Works games, and I have an idea of how the game is going to play. It looks kind of like Unio, like, but like I mean, Unio isn't from Arc System Works; it's from French Bread, but it looks kind of like Unio and Blaze Bluish, and it looks kind of just like a mixture of a different couple anime games. It reminds me the most of Unio, and I know like this, with like the air dashes, that's kind of weird, but the air dashes are like they look really reactable to me, which reminds me of Unio. It seems like I've played it before to me, but I don't know. I still haven't played it yet, so how I can't really say that, but it just looks familiar to me, and I'm excited to play it. I don't know who I really want to play. I don't really care about that part. I was a big Dragon Ball Z fan when I was a kid. I still respect Dragon Ball Z as a series and love it. But like, I'm not like a character. I want to play Yamcha. I'm one of those guys. I'm one of those Yamcha guys. I kind of want to play Goku Black, but he doesn't look that. Oh, I do want to play Gotenks. Gotenks looks really dope with the summoning out the ghost and like the donut disc thing. I've always liked that. I've always liked Gotenks, and I was never really a big Gohan fan. But Ultimate Gohan can like backwards chain from his he's like an install super that allows him to backwards chain apparently. That's always good to have. I heard he can backwards chain from just having 1 bar of install super. He can go up to 7 bars, but just for 1 bar you can still backwards chain. So I'm like, alright, yeah, that's definitely got like, let's see, Gotenks, Ultimate Gohan, Goku Black seems cool. Even Krillin looks cool to me. Yamcha looks cool. Android 18/17. I hope Android 21's playable because she looks, her design, to see a new Dragon Ball Z character for me. I didn't watch Dragon Ball Super, so like I've seen Beerus because I watched the movie, but I didn't like watch the series Super. But like I don't know who like Hit is. I really don't know who Goku Black is. He just looks kind of cool to me. But Android 21 looks like a really interesting character, and even if she's not playable, I hope that they just make the character cool. Because that'd be something, that'd be like really, a lot of people have an interest in playing her, and if they can actually make her and give her like a move set and a personality and have her be like the narrator of the story, then they completely made a game that might be better than every other Dragon Ball Z game and better than a lot of fighting games out. And they made a completely ingenuitive character. Is that a word, ingenuitive? I don't know. They made a completely brand new character, and they had that character have enough personality to narrate the game and have a playable moveset. That would be insane. Like, Arc System Works would be insane for that. Arc System Works and Namco. I'm pretty sure it's both of them making it. Yeah, DBZF seems dope. I hope it's good. I know some people that want it to be bad because everybody's so hyped for it. I don't really understand that. And I know a lot of other people that are like, yeah, man, once you play DBZF, man, you're going to feel my anime pain, man. You're going to see what it's like. And I'm like, I don't understand what that means. I play anime games. I get that they're like not as much fame and money in them in America. But like a lot of people that are saying that aren't good or even like intermediate at anime games anyway. I don't like saying anime games, but at fighters that aren't Capcom or directly Namco, they're not good at those games anyway. So like they're saying that, but like they're gonna just lose to that guy who plays Street Fighter anyway. Not all of them, but like a bunch of them are gonna just lose to that Street Fighter player or like to that Marvel player or that Tekken player because they're not actually good. And I'm not saying that people who play anime games aren't good, but certain kinds of people that are talking all that stuff aren't actually good. It doesn't matter, you know. But I hope that they don't drop the game and just hate on it, because what happens is like if the game comes out and let's say a Street Fighter player, let's say Mina RD is good at the game, and everybody's gonna be like, oh, it's not really an anime game because Mina RD is good at it. It can't just be that Mina RD is good at fighting games so he can beat that guy who thought he would be good at DBZF. It would have to be that the game isn't actually designed well for anime players, which is allowing Mina RD or someone like him, someone of that ilk or whatever, to beat somebody who's dedicated their life to anime. And that's like stupid. That is possible. It's possible for them to develop the game wrong, but they're gonna say that regardless if they lose. So whatever. OS until you can't anymore, you know? So, oh yeah, fuck no. I don't care about DBZF or Marvel. KOF 14 is supposed to get a patch this year. That is the best news ever. I don't even. I just like playing KOF. Like I don't play it that much anymore because my local scene is just pretty much my brother. There's Rogue Yoshi, but we don't have any events anymore to play. And Rogue Yoshi moved out to Pittsburgh and then came back. My brother and I were playing for a long time, but there's nobody else to play. There's some people. Oh no, there was for a little. There's like I think Dave plays. Ayo, it's Dave. Shout outs to Ayo, it's Dave, the best Chaos Code player I know. My brother's Temple Nut. He's pretty good at whatever he plays. But we had a couple people that played KOF. I'm trying to remember, man. Rice was playing KOF. Chaos played for a little while. Felix and them, they were interested in playing. We had some people play. Then there's other people who are like, oh, there's no scene in Philly. But like whenever they came out, my brother and I would play, and then we would get first or second or whatever, or generally my brother would just win it, and then people would be like, oh, this game's like whatever, I don't want to play anyway. And like that kept happening a lot. That was a nice parry in Third Strike. I don't know who this is. Shino versus Red. Red Ibuki is going in. But yeah, I hope that this KOF patch, I hope that they fix some things in the game. Some people are saying nerf nothing, just buff. Yeah, that's dumb. That's not how you make a game fun to watch. The game right now is not that fun to watch. People get hit by a crouching light kick and then eat 70%. That's not, or like eat 50% from a crouch light kick because you used a bar. Whereas on block you be plus, and on hit you get a 50% combo. That's not fun. You shouldn't make everybody able to do that. That's not. It's like people don't actually understand why people don't like watching and playing KOF. It's because some things about it are dumb, and people won't just admit that. It seems like that some things about it are just dumb. The damage in the game sometimes is dumb. Certain confirms in the game are dumb. Benimaru is dumb, and he's not extremely dumb anymore, but his jumping normals are still really dumb, and his damage is really insane. Iori, I think, has more tools than Benimaru and is more dumb, because I think that at the highest level of play, Benimaru can do nothing. Sometimes like he can get a hit and he'll kill somebody, but his tools are very limited. But Iori has like every tool. Like he has a command grab and a Rekka, and he's not even like a Rekka character really. He just has a Rekka just to have it, just to be good and have a movement option that he can combo. Like it's insane. And he still has a fireball that's really good that travels on the ground, and he has a DP, and he has a bunch of cross ups and good normals and high damage. And then Kula's going around. And again, at the highest level of play, Kula's like mediocre because she doesn't have like the mix-up options or the multiple tools. But that doesn't change the fact that Kula's still stupid. Like, she should just be changed. She shouldn't just be nerfed. She should be changed because her options are actually very limited. If they just change the character, that was godlike by Red. If they just change the character, she would be a lot more interesting. But they're not. People just want her nerfed. So they just want a character on the character select screen that isn't good enough to really pick and doesn't have the options to be like, to have the ability to play differently to where she can be a threat. They'd rather her just be a picture on the screen that's trash. And like, that's so dumb, and people don't understand that that's dumb and that's boring, and nobody wants to play that game then. So whatever. But the patch, I hope that the patch changes a bunch of stuff about the game, makes the game a lot better. I hope that they add new characters. Please change Yamazaki. Like, please change Yamazaki. He is negative on hit and block. It's just, oh my god, just change him, man. Please. But oh yeah, KOF is cool. I remember playing KOF 13, and I was really new to competitive fighting games at that time. And I was playing that, and I loved that game so much, and I was so afraid because they're like, SNK is gonna go under. SNK doesn't have any money, and I bought the game on 360. I think my brother bought a copy of the game on Xbox 360, and I bought the game on Steam years later, just because I was like, people were like, if this game doesn't sell well, there will be no more SNK, there will be no more KOF, and I was like, I can't live in a world where I allow that to happen. So we bought a bunch of copies of the game. We bought, I think, 3, and then I bought KOF 14. I pre-ordered it. I bought it immediately. And I just like, if a KOF game ever comes out, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy the DLC. I'm gonna support it because I want the series to continue. I also want another Mark of Wolves, Goro Mao. I played Hotaru. I love that game. But yeah, I'm gonna always support KOF, and they make it kind of hard. By they, I mean like not really SNK, but like the community sometimes makes it hard. Some parts of the community are dope. Like I was at NEC and they had the KOF suite, and it was super nice in there. It was super cool, and that was nice. I wasn't in there a lot. My brother was in there a lot more, but it's just nice to be able to play with people of your scene. And there was like no charge to even get in and just to chill and play. And in certain parts of the community are just kind of like people saying things that aren't true, like making up facts, like saying that things aren't safe when they are, or saying that certain characters do things that they don't do, calling different players cheaters and stuff. I'm like, what? It's like one of the only scenes where I see that. I'm not going to call any names in this because that's not the kind of thing that this is, but it's just weird. It's also not a very young scene. There's a few young players, but like it's mostly older dudes who've been playing it forever, you know. And they're cool. It's a cool scene. But yeah, what else is there? Dude, I guess I should talk about NEC real quick. Nah, I mean NEC was cool. I got out of pools for Marvel. I think I went 2-2 or 3-2 and everything else. I don't know. It was fine. I wanted, the only game I've been playing is Marvel, so the fact that I got out of pools for Marvel was really, really cool. I want to practice other games, but that drive just isn't there in general for a lot of stuff. Like I want to enter stuff to support the scene, but practicing certain games like Yu-Gi-Oh is really boring to me. It's kind of the same thing. It's just the same thing over and over again. And like that's cool. Blocking for 30 seconds is cool. I don't mind any of that. But like the balance in the game is so off. And it's not like terribly off. It's just like some characters have tools. Like, okay, your character, let's say your character's ability is to have air options. Like your character has air options. Your character was designed around having good air options. And then a different character would be like, okay, this character has higher damage, better ground projectile, better ground options, but you have air options, okay? And then it's like, well, that character that has better ground options and better projectile and all that stuff, they also have air options, and they have better air options than you. So your character's tools or function or whatever you want to call it is pointless compared to this other character that has the same tools and function and has more. And that's what playing Yu-Gi-Oh is like sometimes. It's like, why would I pick this? Why would I pick Yuzu when I could pick, like back in Yu-Gi-Oh before ST, it was like, why would I pick Yuzu when I could pick Gord? And then I was like, why pick Yuzu when I can pick Merkava? Why pick Merkava when I can pick this? But like Merkava was really good in Yu-Gi-Oh. But now it's like, let's say, why pick Yuzu when I can pick Merkava? No, why pick Yuzu when I can pick Gord? Why pick Gord when I can pick Merkava? Why pick Merkava when I can pick Phonon? You know? And then it's like that. Like, oh, I want to play Nanase. Why? You could just pick Hyde. You know? He has a sword too. Or why pick Nanase? You can pick Lin. Don't pick Lin. You can just play Hyde. That's what it's like. I know that sounds kind of confusing, but it's like the tools that those characters have that are worse than Hyde or worse than Phonon or worse than Batista or worse than Eltlum are like, they have the same tools, they just don't have as many, and the tools that they have aren't as good as the top tier ones. So, but the top tier ones have the same tools as the lower tier, so it just doesn't make sense to me, and it's just so goofy. And I can see if they had their tools, but the damage was lower. But then the damage is higher on their tools, and they're better. So I'm just like, I don't get it. That was a nice backdash into super by Ciro Kuro versus Kamada. I don't know how this. I don't speak Japanese. I'm learning it though. But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh's a really beautiful game and it's really fun. It was fun for me at one point. I still know it's fun for people to play. It's just not fun for me to play. But I still support it and I always enter it. But I just don't. It's just kind of repetitive in nature, and you're gonna see the same thing a lot. But that's a lot of fighting games, so whatever. I guess the last thing I want to talk about is Street Fighter V, but there's not really much to talk about for that game. I mean, yeah, like it exists still. It's cool. I play it. I play Colleen and Laura, or I guess Laura and Colleen. I like the game. I just think that it sucks. AE has changed a lot of stuff that I hope is actually changed well. It's taking out throw loops and nerfing damage across the board, making button in the V trigger negative for some characters. That would be amazing, But then that change law came out, and I was reading it, and some things looked cool, and some things didn't make any sense to me. Like the Laura changes were really creative, and it's changing how the character is played. And then the Colleen changes were just like more damage on parry, nerf on everything else. Stand heavy punch gets a buff on crush counter. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, is Colleen too good? And then the jury changes were just like increase all jury damage on things, don't change jury. And I'm like, I'm not saying that jury needs changes, because if what's getting changed universally in the game goes and is effective, jury doesn't need much, because then she'll be pretty competent. But like, who just more damage on stuff though? Like, that's so weird. I play against a jury often, and I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, her problem isn't just not having damage. She has no +3 button, right? Like, everybody has a +3 button. Even some characters in this patch are getting a +3 button. And not everyone has it, but most characters have it. And, like, she just doesn't. And that's just weird. I don't really get it. But, yeah, A is coming out in, like, a week and a half now. And, like, 10 days or 9 days. I'm really excited for it. I hope that it brings in a wave of new players. I hope that it's a great game, because I'm going to keep playing it regardless. But I hope that it's a great game, because I would really be happy if it was, like something that everybody could enjoy and have fun with. And more DLC, man. Sakura's coming out, and I know I wasn't even a Sakura fan. I've never really liked Sakura, but that trailer was godlike, and Sakura's coming out and it looks dope. And then Cody's the reason why I got into Street Fighter 4. I remember like I saw like the arcade, the Super Street Fighter 4. I saw Super Street Fighter 4 commercial on TV, and Cody was in it. And I left my house and I went up to GameStop and I bought the game. It was all the money that I had, and I bought the game. I took it back home, and that was the first character that I really tried to learn in a fighting game. Like, that was like that was it. I loved them, and that was just fun, man. That was really fun. And Cody's coming back. Then there's these new characters like the new Bison doll, and I think that dude named G who looks like Uncle Sam, Sagat, and Blanca. I'm not really a fan of Blanca. I kind of hate Blanca, but whatever. Yeah, there's a ton of good games to play right now. There's like just this upcoming after this month. There's gonna be DBZF, Street Fighter 5, Marvel, Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear, Tekken. There's gonna be Soul Calibur 6 coming out this year. Oh my god, Soul Calibur 6 is coming out this year. There's Tekken. There's Injustice 2 still. That's getting like Enchantress and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Then there's KOF 14. That's getting the patch. Holy crap, that's 9 games already. Some people still like playing Vampire Saviors. I'm watching Third Strike right now. Like, there's like an unlimited amount of things to play. That's only like 11, but Oh yeah, Unio. I was just talking about Unio. God damn, man, there's so much shit to play. It's dope. It's really fucking dope. I know this is a bit of a segue because it's like a FGC thing, but I've been playing virtual pinball for like the past 3 weeks. Like I bought it's Pinball FX3. I bought the cartoon pack table. It's Archer, Family Guy, American Dad, and Bob's Burgers. I've been playing the Archer table nonstop. Like I just freaking, that game is really good. I remember playing Pinball FX2 when I was a kid. Not a kid, I was a teenager and I really wanted it, but I was broke. I would just play the demos over and over again. And I loved it. And it's actually free to download and it comes with tables that you can play. And then you can just buy other ones that you want. You can demo any table. I remember playing, I used to play the Marvel pinball tables on Pinball FX2. That's what it was, the Marvel ones. And they're voice acted and animated and it's all this stuff going on. And I played those for like a long time, man. I really love those. That drove me for a while. And oh man, that's taking me back. My brother and I, we used to play like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 demo. And it was only six characters. It was like Ryu, Cap, Ruby Heart, Cable, Wolverine, and somebody else. I don't remember. I think and Spider-Man or somebody. It was somebody else who like didn't really matter. And it was all fun to play. We would play that thing every day, all day. And then we were like, okay, but whoever picks Cable just wins, right? Because like Cable is like, come on, Cable's like high tier, god tier almost. I don't know if Cable was god tier in Marvel, so I can't really remember. But he was like right below the god tier if he was. He was top 5 or whatever. So like whoever picked Cable just won. Like you have like Ryu, Cap, Ruby Heart, and he would have like Cable, and it didn't matter what else he had because he had Cable. And it was just that for a while, man. That was super. Was it Mega Man? I don't know. My team in Marvel 2 was Mega Man, Cyclops, Sentinel, or Mega Man, Sentinel, Cyclops, depending on what was happening. But I don't remember who was in the beta fully. Oh, was it Gambit? I don't remember. Damn, this is gonna make me. I'm gonna be thinking about this all day, man. But hey, Marvel 2's not even on the store anymore, right? Like you can't even buy it on 360 anymore. Damn. I remember oh man, that's crazy. I remember we were playing Third Strike for a while too. And then we were able to buy it. We played Third Strike. And I played Darkstalkers demo a lot. Man, some of those games you can't even get. It's crazy because like they're port overs of old games that you could play in arcade. And then they ported it over. And then it's like the version of it that was ported over or remade for the new age of consoles at that time is no longer available to buy, but you can still like play the original old version of it on the arcade cab or on like Dreamcast. So like the Dreamcast version of it is more alive than the 360 version of it. That's like a weird concept to me. The more modern version of it is gone because it was digital, and then the older version of it that was physical is still open to play. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's late and I'm drinking this honey badger, but I am really fixated on that right now. All right. So I guess that's really it with me for fighting games and stuff, man. I'm glad to be doing this again. I want to do this weekly. I was thinking about it the other day, and I'm like, I got a shout out on Twitter from a friend of mine, Bedtime Buddy or Julio. And he told me that he actually enjoyed listening to my podcast back when I was making it. And I bought this mic so I can make it. I bought this mic like a month ago. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna make it. I want to make it. I'm gonna make it. And I've just been nervous about doing it because I was afraid that if I start making it and if I stop again, if I don't do it again, like what am I really doing? And like there's one constant that I really want out of my content that I create, and I want it to be this podcast. I want to make videos and combo videos too, but the one thing that I want to do weekly is this to talk about different topics and fighting games and check in on people and check in on myself to actually see what I've been doing and tell you guys. And to be able to hear, and I don't know. I really enjoy doing this, and I'm afraid that if I stop, I can't stop again. This is the one consistent thing that I want to have. And that may sound kind of crazy or weird, but this, I don't know. I really enjoy this. So, Tame Storm is back. I'm back. And I'm sticking to this. And I'm going to do this weekly. And I'm going to hold myself to this so that y'all can hold yourselves, or hold me to this and hold yourselves to whatever goals and things you want to do. Again, I hope this finds y'all in good health and good spirits. I hope everybody's having fun playing what they're playing or watching what they're watching, whether you're a competitor or a spectator, or if you're interested in learning anything like that. If you're interested in playing anything with anybody, leave a comment, talk about it, go on Discord, man. Find somebody to play with, find somebody to talk to about this kind of stuff. There's people passionate for every game. And I just hope that everything's going well with you guys. Everything's going fine with me. Keep y'all updated. Have fun. Be safe. Happy New Year. It's 2018. It's going to be a great year for everybody, hopefully. And that's all. I'll talk to you guys next week, all right? Be safe.